It's time for Ryan's Roses. Let's go. Dear Ryan and Sissany, my husband went to a bachelor party with his friends a few weeks ago. He stayed out all night. That's the problem. The bachelor party and out all night.
Well, it was agreed upon ahead of time.
They went to a strip club.
Okay.
I asked him about it that night, and he said, I don't want to talk about it. Now, who says I don't want to talk about it and expects things to be okay?
Hello.
You can't do that and say, I don't want to have a dialogue about it.
Yeah.
If you do that, you got to tell everything or tell something. He's been acting strange ever since. Julia, Hacienda Heights. That's it. It's that simple. Julia, hi.
Hi.
A couple quick questions before we call him, your husband. Did you give him permission to stay out all night?
Yeah, I was totally cool about it. Like,
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that kind of stuff.
He went to the strip club, and which a lot of guys do in the bachelor party. That doesn't mean that anything happened. You gave him permission to do that too?
Yes, absolutely.
Does your husband have permission to go to a strip club?
Yeah. You can go to strip clubs. Not like every night. If it's a bachelor party.
Wow.
He doesn't like them, actually.
Yeah.
He doesn't like strip clubs?
No.
Yeah, of course not.
Guys, he doesn't.
Hey, yeah, all right. Anyway,
I hate you all.
Julia, how long have you been married?
We've been married for 3 years.
Do you have kids?
We have 2 kids, actually.
And tell me about the behavior you've noticed that's changed since this night and you asking him to talk about it and him saying, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I mean, I just asked him how it was, and, you know, he just kind of shrugged it off, was really, you know, vague about things, and he usually is pretty descriptive when he explains things to me, so I just kept asking, was it a good time? He said, yeah, it was crazy, and that was it, and I was like, well, can you tell me what happened? And he was like, just, you know, the guys were being guys, it was just crazy, and, but he's been acting really weird, so I feel like it's something more than that.
All right, hang on. We're going to call him. That's all I need. Okay?
Okay.
My husband went to a bachelor party, stayed out all night, went to a strip club, doesn't want to talk about it when I ask him questions about it, and is acting strange. However, he had permission to do all that.
Right.
But she thinks that there's more to the story because he won't talk about it.
I know.
Talk about it!
But how much details do you want, actually?
But tell something. A
Yeah.
guy's like being so shady.
I guess. He's being shady.
Julia, here's what we're going to do. Married 3 years. Here's what we're going to do. Sissany is going to call your husband. We're all going to be on, but we'll be very quiet. We want to find out who he wants to send roses to, who's on his mind, and what he puts on the card, okay? The sentiment, the emotion, the description, the words. All right?
Okay.
I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and whatever his name is, on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, here we go. Good luck, Julia.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for David.
Yep, this is him.
Hi, David. My name is Kelly. I'm calling from the Perfect Bloom. We're a new flower shop here in Hacienda Heights. How are you doing this morning?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm calling because we're trying to promote our delivery service today. We're giving out a free dozen red roses. They're absolutely free. You can send them to anybody that you'd like. And I don't need any billing information from you or credit card info. They're just free. And we just ask that you promote us to friends and family.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send them to my wife, Julia.
Okay, cool. Your wife, Julia. And what would you like to put on the note?
Love you, sweetie, and yeah.
Love
That's
you,
it.
sweetie. Cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Keeping it simple.
Awesome. Is everything just great with the two of you right now?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on one second.
Absolutely.
Jeez, dude.
What? I know you were trying to mouth to me.
Because he said his wife, let's get out of this. Julia?
Yes, hi.
Hi. He's on hold. We made sure he can't hear us talking? Okay. We're up a creek without a paddle here. We have a decision to make. Do you want us to tell him he's on the air and you can explain why we're here?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. David?
Yes?
Hi, it's Ryan Seacrest and Sissany. I want you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio.
Oh,
Your wife, Julia, is on the phone, and Julia has asked us to call you because she thinks you're cheating on her.
What?
So, Julia, would you like to explain?
Hey, hi, honey.
Hey.
So, just listen to me, David. Listen to me for a second. I know this is weird, but
Yeah.
you went to that bachelor party a couple weeks ago, and you've just been acting really weird. And I keep asking you about it, and you've been really vague about what happened that night. And I just feel like something happened because you've been acting really weird.
Oh God, sweetie, no. So that's why. No, I'm not cheating on you. I know.
It is because something happened. I don't know what, but
David, why are you acting shifty?
Well, I mean, yeah, she's right. Something did happen, but no.
What happened? What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
So we were out with the buddies. We went to a strip club, right? And some of the guys just they didn't behave really appropriately.
But what did you do?
Well, I tried some stuff I shouldn't have tried, and
What stuff you
What do you
shouldn't
mean?
try?
I was drunk and I messed up. I took some stuff and yeah, that's it. That's why I've been acting weird. It's not. I didn't cheat on her, Julia. I love you. I would never do that. I just know that I'm disappointed in myself. I feel really guilty, and we always said we never do these things, and I did, and so there you go.
David, did you mess around with somebody on this trip?
No.
So you didn't physically do anything with somebody?
You didn't get a
No.
lap dance and
No.
go a little further?
You just got wasted.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, another thing that's been on my mind is that, some of the guys they went a little further at the strip club and.
Right.
Oh, and they're married and they're in relationships?
Yes, and these are like really like good longtime friends, and we know the wives as well, and so now we're gonna hang out with them, and it's gonna be so weird and uncomfortable, and I don't really know how to deal with that.
Well, here's the thing, David. All right, we got it. Now you need to. I guess you should sit with Julia and tell her whatever it is you need to tell her, and then figure out how you're going to handle this, because clearly you're not acting the same in your own relationship, and it's causing a problem with your wife. So you got to rectify that.
Right.
All right.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
All right, Julia. Thank you for reaching out to us.
thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, you take care.
Julia, do you believe him?
I want to.
All right, thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Do you believe him?
I do.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. It's a public service, Ryan's Roses, and Melissa thinks that her husband's cheating. So she says, "Dear Ryan and Sisney, I found a picture of a woman posing in a bikini on my husband's phone. Of course, I asked him about it. He did not want to talk about it. He finally said it was just some random picture that he found on the internet from an ad that he liked." So, meaning he took a screenshot. He Snapchatted. He screenshotted.
Yeah.
He Facebook Lived. Melissa, thanks for coming on with us. This is not great. I'm sure your heart dropped when you saw this picture.
Yeah, I'm still shaking.
You know, usually there's a way to be able to tell in a photo if it's a professional photo or not from an ad or something. Could you tell?
No, it looked like it was like a screenshot from an Instagram account, but I couldn't see the account name.
Okay,
Oh.
So it definitely wasn't an ad.
No, I don't think so.
And can you describe the woman you saw?
Yeah, she's very beautiful, has a great body. She was in a black two-piece bikini posing by the pool.
And you don't recognize her, right?
No, I don't know who she is at all.
Okay. How long have you been married?
We've been married for 6 years.
Are you a mom?
We have a 5-year-old son.
Well, we are going to put you on hold. We're going to come back and Sisney's going to do her thing.
Okay.
Has he cheated on you before, Melissa?
No, this is.
Have you cheated on him?
No.
Is everything okay in your relationship?
I mean, we're both working really hard to make ends meet. You know, we're both at work a lot. Other than that, I haven't sensed anything. I heard his phone was ringing, and it was, I guess, a coworker's, and that's how I found the photo, because I just wanted to go look at, his phone. I know that sometimes he'll look at mine or browse the web on my phone too. And I just came across this photo and I was like, what the hell is this?
All right. Melissa found a bikini-clad other woman on her husband's phone. And she's trying to figure out who it is. Now, he says, what does he say?
Well, at first, he didn't want to talk about it. And then he said, oh, it's just a picture that I saved for an ad.
But why?
And maybe he liked the bikini and he wants to
For
buy
her?
it for her. I mean,
I have to say to you this, though, as a man. And let me step into those shoes for a second.
okay. Have you seen him in a while? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, my mom just sent it to me for Christmas. As a guy, if you're married or in a committed relationship, you know when you screenshot a girl from Instagram, that's going to cause a problem. Like, inevitably, she's going in your phone. Like, you just don't do it. So I don't know why he's so sloppy. If something's going on, why he's so sloppy. And if nothing's going on, why wouldn't he? I don't know. It doesn't add up to me.
Right.
So let's get Melissa and let's make the call. Sisney's going to offer Melissa some roses to your husband. We want to find out who he sends them to, what he puts on the card, and all that stuff. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right. We're going to make that call now. Good luck to you. 6 years of marriage here. All right?
Okay.
Okay, sweetheart. Be very quiet. We got to get this information, see what's happening.
Okay.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, is this Marcos?
Yes.
Hi, Marcos. My name is Harley. I'm calling from the OC Flower Shop. We're a new flower shop here in the area. And I'm calling because we're promoting our new delivery service. We're trying to give away a free dozen roses today. They're absolutely free, and you can send them to anybody that you'd like.
Okay, then no catch or anything like that?
No, they're absolutely free. I don't need any credit card information, any billing of nothing. I just, the name of the person you want to send them to, and we can even put a cute little note on there, and they'll get them, by lunchtime today.
Okay, yeah, I guess we could do something like that.
Okay, so who would you like to send them to?
Send them to Nicole.
Nicole. Okay, cool. Who's that to you? Is that your girlfriend or your wife?
It's just a girl that I know.
Oh, girl. Okay, what would you like to put on the note?
Say for you.
For you, and then do you want to write love Marcos or?
No, for you's fine. She'll know.
Who is Nicole?
Marcos, I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio. This is Ryan Seacrest and Sisney. We have your wife, Melissa. What's so funny? Your wife, Melissa's on the phone, and she believes you're cheating, and clearly something is going on because there's another woman named Nicole on your mind.
Well, no, I'm not. Nothing's funny. I'm not laughing. You know what? It's Nicole. It's what? I was caught up. I was caught off guard. Nicole. I didn't mean to send them to Nicole. She probably wasn't. The best choice. I wasn't thinking straight. So let's not send them to Nicole. Forget all that. I just wasn't thinking straight.
Who is Nicole?
No one. Trust me. I know this looks bad. It's not what you think.
Wait, you want to send flowers to Nicole?
Well, not now. I mean,
who is Nicole?
Like I said, it was. I was caught up. I was caught off.
You got
guard.
caught.
That's the point. Can you just tell your wife who Nicole is?
It doesn't. No, it's. She doesn't know Nicole. She's never. She's
Well,
never
even
met
worse.
Nicole.
Yeah.
No, well, it's just Nicole was the last person I was talking to, so that was just.
Marcos, are
Come
you
on.
living in reality?
So that's why I was caught. No, I was caught
Marcos,
off guard. You know
You
how
said
it
she
is.
was a girl you knew.
Well, she is a girl that I knew. You know how it is, where you the last person you talk to, sometimes you write their name down by accident when you need
Marcos.
to write somebody else's name down. You know what I mean?
No,
No.
I don't know what you mean. You're married. Your wife is on the phone. You just sent roses with a card for you to another woman, and you've got some two-piece black bikini-clad material on this woman on your phone.
Is that Nicole?
Oh my God, the bikini thing again.
Is that
really
Nicole?
going back to that? No, that's just somebody. It was. I told my wife this. It was somebody that it was a picture I found offline or online, and I thought it was a good picture. The girl looked good in it, and so that's where that came from. Like I said,
But why? Wait, so you thought she looked good. Why'd you save it?
Because she's a good. It's a good looking picture, and it's a nice looking body, and it's just a picture I like.
What
to
are you
look
doing
at.
with
Yeah,
that
what do you
picture?
do? You go back and look at it, or?
Yeah, I've looked at it from time to time. I don't think there's anything wrong with looking.
Ew.
All right. I'm just Melissa.
I mean,
we're gonna get out of this. This is your husband. Do you believe him? Do you have the information you need?
I have the information I need. I don't believe you, Marcos. I can tell when you're lying. You stutter.
Well, that's because they're making me look bad. Of course, I look bad. I look like I'm lying.
Here we
They're
go
making
again,
me
painting
sound
that
the way I
picture.
am. But I mean, like, if it's just you and me talking, I'm gonna sound a lot better.
No, I think you were caught in a lie, Marcos, and I need you to tell the truth.
I have been telling you the truth. They're making me seem like I'm not telling the truth.
Sissany, stop making it seem like
Yeah,
he's
you
not
know
telling
what?
the truth by
You're
sending
right.
the flowers to another one that's not his wife and putting the card for you.
Yeah.
And that Instagram photo, would you take that off his phone? Stop putting those
yeah.
photos on his camera.
I'm the one that sent him that picture. You're right.
All right, Marcos, we're going to let you go. Melissa, we're also going to let you go. Good luck digging through all this and getting to the bottom of it. We hope that you find, peace in this relationship. All right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, bye. Do you believe him? I don't believe him.
No, not one bit.
No, I don't believe him.